So recently, I've been playing Skyward Sword HD, having an awesome time by the way, and it got me thinking about the Switch in general and the ways it caters for different playstyles. For example, with Skyward Sword HD, it brought about the introduction of a new control format through the buttons and the sticks, thereby allowing the game to be exposed to those who were originally put off by the motion controls. As a result, it occurred to me just how impressive the system is. In today's video, I wanted to take the time and explain why you need to buy a Switch. Does it need to be before 2022? Well, no, not particularly, but it meant the title of this video had a nice ring to it, plus, YouTube clickbait and that. Sorry. Anyway, I love the Switch. It's the perfect mix of portability and power, in the sense that it uses its hardware efficiently to have video games on the go. Now, of course, the Switch isn't without its downfalls, and we'll certainly go through them in this video. But with the recent announcement of the OLED model, I thought it was a good idea to create this video on why you need to buy a Nintendo Switch before 2022. Despite what some would say about it having outdated hardware compared to the competition, the areas I want to cover are the design and the usability. The Switch. It truly stands in a league of its own, specifically in terms of its design and ergonomics. Typically, gaming consoles tend to follow the same design blueprints, but Nintendo obviously go against the trends, and instead focus on making products which stand out from the rest, typically capitalizing on a certain gimmick. For the Nintendo 64, it was the controller. For the Wii, it was its motion controls, and for the Switch, it's its portability and radical design differences compared to anything else of the last decade. The thing which stands out primarily is the two Joy-Cons attached to the side of the Switch tablet, and act as the contact points for your hands, as well as the most significant features. It's even part of the Nintendo Switch logo. While the standard options are between grey or neon coloured Joy-Cons, I personally have a red and purple combo, and the fact that you can swap and change between a variety of different colours means that you're able to make it your own and, in a way, show off your personality through the console itself. The next and only element left on the Switch is the screen itself. The system is a 6.2-inch LCD display which puts out a 720p resolution in handheld and can be upscaled to 1080p when docked. While there are many more figures I could probably bore you with, I know that it's probably been said about 1,000 times already. Essentially, the main thing to take away is that the picture quality of the screen looks really good due to its smaller size. I'm blown away every time I play Breath of the Wild, and that it can look this good on something I can take anywhere. A downside of the screen is the thick black borders which surround it, as they stand out quite a bit and can end up making the system look a little old due to us living in a near borderless screen age. Clearly Nintendo have a solution for this, and for the totally low price of £350, you can buy the Switch OLED model, which has a whopping 7 inches. When I was younger, I always dreamt of being able to take my games with me. While there were options to use systems like the PSP or the DS Lite, neither had that console graphics quality. Now, before you hate on me, I'm not saying the PSP or DS displayed poor graphics. Quite the opposite, actually. It's just that they didn't have the power to run full home console games on the go. At the very least, what I was looking for. The Wii U came along, I thought my prayers were answered. But alas, you could only take the tablet outside of a 6-foot radius of the plugged-in component. It seemed that this pocketable home console was nothing more than a dream. Finally, it was a reality. If any company was going to do it, it was going to be Nintendo. The fact that I can play the Switch either sat on the sofa or I can take it with me on a walk still amazes me nearly 4 years on from its release. This system offers a variety of different playstyles. It can be played either in handheld, tabletop, or docked. And with the docked mode, you can play with either two Joy-Cons separately, you can put them in a controller bracket, which is often packaged in when you buy a new Nintendo Switch system, or more like a traditional system, you can purchase the Pro controller. By having a diverse selection of ways to play, it results in the system presenting a malleable nature, and so it caters for a more wider audience of gamers. However, to me, the most important thing about its usability is its ease of use. With a satisfying click, the Joy-Con slips straight into the main body, and you're able to explore the lands of Hyrule, save the Mushroom Kingdom, all while taking the dog out for a walk. Well, that's the end of another BeardNord video. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I wanted to try a slightly different format this week by including some real-world clips. Make sure and leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.